What's good, YouTube? And we are back with another Dolphin Wave video. Today we're going to be doing a character quote-unquote building guide, but not really building because you don't really build characters in the game. Basically just like a character guide, okay? I am going to have another video coming out too, a guide video. It's going to be a team building video. That one's going to go way more in depth about how to build teams. That I'm talking about like jet skis, dolphins, all of that. But this one's just going to be talking about dolphins. Mostly talking about the potential system. But if I do enjoy the video, if this video does help y'all out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. Make sure you hit the bell so you never miss out on future videos. And let's get right to the video. Alright. So, just for example, I guess we could just click anyway. It don't matter who. Well, no, it does matter, okay? So, there's only really, for me personally, there's two, maybe three ways to build characters, okay? When it comes to defenders, me personally, this is how I build my defenders. I don't do nothing else outside this. When it comes to doing the unlocking for my defenders, this is what I always do this, okay? These are 100% something I always do. I always go after whatever the type in, all allies get that 1% increase. All the time, no matter if you got the character 6/6, so you get fully maxed out. Anytime you get this option, I always pick the second option. The second option basically is, for this one, for example, it's all sudden allies get, I think it's attack power increased by 1%. So whatever it is, I think it goes higher and higher the more times you get it. So I always clear them. Defenders always. This is 100%. So like defenders, like no matter if it's a rider or a gunner, it's kind of always the same thing for me. Attackers, the rider gunner can switch. It depends on how the rider is. Now the gunner is gonna always be the same thing, but the rider could potentially be like the same like path as I have for the gunner. But it depends on the rider. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now we're talking about defenders. So always pick this one. And then let's move down here. Always pick this one. This one is I think it's like decreases damage taken from whatever. Let's not worry about the typings. It's basically decreases damage taken by I think it's whatever typing you have advantage to. Cause if she's sun beats gear, right? Because no, I'm drawing a blank here. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Give me like I'm drawing a blank. What is sun advantage of, right? I can't. Like, why am I drawing a blank here? I don't know what's going on. It should be somewhere. It's somewhere. Like I can find it somewhere. Where is it? Oh, here. Okay. Okay. No. So sun has advantage on gear. Okay. So it's whatever you have type advantage to, right? They do less damage to you. So pretty much for some characters, whenever so when you have that, the gear, all gear enemies will do 3% less damage, and obviously like I said, that stacks depending on how many times you actually have this that ability unlocked. So that's what that is. Like I said, this is always, obviously it goes off of your typing and what typing the dolphin is. It's go switch, but always get this one. The top one is for attack. That's the one we use on our attackers. This one is for defense. That's why you want to own your defenders. So always go this one. You don't literally. I don't think there's a point in going attack for defenders. Just go straight defense. Now this all my opinion. You can do whatever you want to do. But my opinion, this is the best way to kind of do your potential system. But you know, that's that. Now both of these ones are both for are both attacker ones. This one is for your ultimate and the bottom one's for your skills. I always go to skills one, but both of these, it really don't matter. Like you don't expect damage from your defenders anyways. So in my personal opinion, it don't matter which one you do. Like this one, you kind of do whatever you want to do. If you want the ultimate to hit a little bit harder, go ahead. If you want the skills to hit a little bit harder, go ahead. Like I said, I would rather maybe the skills, but because the ult not gonna hit no crazy amounts of damage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what your attackers are for. So you're not worried about the ult hitting hard, right? Unless, yeah, like nah, because like there's never really a reason why you would need that. Like maybe sometimes, but not really. So yeah, I would just do skills. Like I said, you could go either way here. It doesn't really matter. And then we just reset back, right? So now we're back to this one. So like I said, it's the bottom one You know what? All allies, give all allies that attack power increase. Give all allies the reduced damage against gear enemies. Like the same thing. Anyone here, and then like so now it goes up to 2%, and then so same thing here. You just click that one. Same thing. It's just a cycle. You know, same thing. You know either one. So that's how it goes for defenders. So that's flat out for defenders, no matter if it's a rider or a gunner. That's flat out how I roll with my defenders always, and I probably will forever do that. Like I said, there's no other real team build. Like I said, there's no other real like character building in this game. That's all you do. Like you there's nothing else to do outside of this potential system. There's nothing else you can do for your characters when it comes to building characters. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is stuff we can do for team building, like when it comes to building a team around a certain character. Yeah, but when it comes to just regular characters, there's nothing like there's nothing you can do to make these Dolphins like different from each other, like outside of the potential system, and that's not even like crazy huge help, you know. Moving on to our attackers. Now, attackers is where it could get a little bit dicey. Okay, so we'll start here first, okay? Because for my attacker gunner, it's always the same thing. Attacker gunner don't never change. It's the attacker rider position that can be kind of dicey and could flip flop and kind of be very, very versatile. Okay, so for my attacker gunner, this is always 100%. This is always the path I take, 100% always. Okay, we go to first one, which is basically increases your attack power by 2%. All right, so I always do this one, always. And then we get the one where you do more damage against to wave enemies by 1%. You do that one. This one here is tough too. So this is another one that also okay, yeah. So this is one more that also varies. So I think on kind of any characters, you can kind of always go either one here. I feel it depends on the character. If the ultimate is already a really good ultimate, I will go skill. Now, if the ultimate kind of sucks and you want more damage from the ultimate, then I will go to ultimate, you know, to do more damage. So it kind of just depends on the character. So like, for example, right, Rias. Let's go look at Rias ultimate. So Rias ultimate, for example, I would literally leave this alone. I would rather touch her skills and make her skills do more damage. She has up to 1,000% on damage. Like, yes, we could probably potentially get more damage out of that. You know, yeah, that'd be cool or whatever. But it's not necessary. Like, I don't necessarily need her to do, you know, a little bit more damage. I think I would rather have her skills, making sure we can, you know, do as much damage with the skills as possible. Because sometimes I don't even, like, some battles outside of challenge battle, I don't even always get my ultimates. When it comes to boss battles, like, there's not a, like, I don't always get my ultimates. Definitely not for my primary DPS unless I have a SP charger on the team. So it's like, usually I would rather the skills do more damage, because the skills is gonna really take you a long way. The ultimate, like I said, unless now if you have an SP charger on your team, then I would always probably 100% take the ultimate, because you're getting your ultimates like so much that you'll be able to use it in any battle. But for me and how I'll be being content, like outside of challenge battle and tournament, I don't really see my ultimate. Like boss battles, I rarely ever see my ultimate. Kind of, like sometimes I do, but kind of really not. It's very, very rare, like I said, unless I do have an SP charger. So this one can go either way, doesn't really matter. Like I said, for Rias, for example, I'll just go skill damage. All right, moving on. Obviously it's gonna be still attack again, you know, this one again, and then whichever one you pick the first time, and then like so on and so forth. Like just keep on doing that same method over and over. So that's how it is for the attacker gunners. You know, I said, you know, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now, the attacker riders, I don't think she's a good example of one. Yeah, she's not a good, she's a straight support. So she's not a great example. If a good example, for example, back when we had the Azure Lane collab. Yes, this, okay, yeah. So back when we had this collab, like, she's the primary example of an amazing DPS rider. Like, because usually I feel like recently all of our riders kind of been straight supports, like still does, but most likely just a straight support. This Vina was just 100, like a straight sub DPS, 100% sub DPS with this skill, particularly. It's this skill right here that really made me want to turn her into basically a gunner. right? I mean, yeah, to a gunner. Was that skill, and the fact that she has her own skill increase to make sure you always could get this level 4, to make sure she always do that 400% damage twice. So for her, for example, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh no, well I never even did hers, but she's the type of character that because this was not even out when she first came out, but she's like one of those characters that I would do this to, right? So I would go damage because she's doing so much damage, and obviously this, and then she's stuck there because I don't got more things for her. But she is a type of person. Oh wait, hold on. Oops. Oh, whoa, hold on. Switch to back. No, actually, I'm not gonna do this right now because I don't feel like it. But she is the type of person that I would go like the same thing I did for Rias, and then for her particularly, I think I would go skill damage. Why? Because she has that double damage skill. So I would rather make sure that skill can do a ton of damage and then to rely on the ultimate. Because I know she's going to do so much damage. Definitely, if you got all the vulnerability, you got the defense down, you got the crit damage, you got all your attack power, you got all your damage increase. Like, if you got all of those things, her skills are going to beat anything. Well, like, she's pretty old now, but like, if we had another attacker rider that had a similar build, but probably like way more updated, I think they will be able to literally mop the floor with anything without even needing an ultimate. Like, without needing an ultimate. Because, like, having that double action skill when you already have like a high attack, and then on top of that, you make this into a DPS, like you turn all this stuff into like you being able to do more damage. Now, credit, the potential system isn't really crazy, right? Obviously, it's gatekept behind, like it's very gated behind. You need dupes for it to really make a difference in your character. You need a basic 6'6". If they're not 6'6", this kind of points to you. That's why it's like this video was like kind of worth it, but kind of not, because it's like the potential system is literally only for whales, or if you somehow just get lucky and get plenty of copies of a character. Like for example, like I have characters 90. Like it's not like it's rare. There's plenty of characters I have 90. Well, not plenty. I think I have a few. You know, like you usually get super lucky. Like my most recent one, that's a 90, who was an amazing DPS, is this Tomo, for example. And it's like, yeah, hers is 100% max. No, it's not maxed out. Oh no, well, she's not 6'6". She's 90. I think she's only 4 out of 6. No, 3 out of 6. So she's 3 out of 6. She gets up to 80%. So it's like she has this. So like I said, attack, more damage. Can you change this? No, you can't. You can only wait. Oh no, you can't. I didn't know you could change it. So you could also change this whenever you please to. I had no clue about that. That's crazy. Okay. And I think I went ultimate for her. Yeah. So I went alt for her. But yeah, so it's like there's not really much to this, but that is kind of how I go about my potential system and how I kind of treat my characters and do my characters. But like I said, it's not really too much to it. Like you know. Obviously, if the game implements more character building, I don't think it will though. I don't think we're going to get like even more like character building or like some gear. I don't know. I think the game is going to stay how it is, because it's like it's very simple. It's not a game that you have to sweat and play. It's a very simple game. So character building is really on the hard part. But that team building video that I'm gonna be posting soon, that's the one that I know y'all gonna be loving and really looking out for, because that's the one that matters. That's the real juicy good stuff there, because man, it's a lot with that, because you need to work. It's the jet skis, it's the memories, it's the sub memories, it's the actual team, like the pairs. Because the way that this game is, which I'll go over this more in that team video, this game is played in pairs. It's not played in 4 characters. No, I feel like it's more. It is. Like, you do care about the whole team synergizing well, but if you can get 2 pairs that synergize well, you're probably going to have a good team. Like, most likely you're going to have a good team. As long as you have both of your pairs are good, your team is probably going to be great. I really think that it's just really that simple. It's kind of just really that. Definitely with the characters that they're dropping now, it's like they're dropping characters now that their pairs are just amazing. Like, you want to get both of them, because like that's how this game is though. You don't want to summon this game and summon on a banner for one character. Summon for the pair. Like you can do it like get one character from a whole different team and then, or like a whole different banner, and then you see one. It's like basically you summon on somebody that's like a wind attacker gunner, you know, and then like 3 months later you get you see somebody in the banner that's a wind attacker rider. Like, okay, I'm gonna just get her so we can pair them together. You like that can work sometimes, but if you just summon for the pairs, for one, it makes summoning a lot easier because you don't have to sit here and be summoning all these banners. On top of that, you're guaranteed to have a good pair because they make the Dolphins in pairs. They're not singles. You don't have a single banner. They all come in pairs to work together. So that's that. But that's the end of this video. I hope y'all did enjoy it. I know it was not really too much because, like I said, it's not really much character building you can do in this game. But I hope y'all did enjoy. If I did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. Make sure you hit the bell so you never sign up for the videos. I will see y'all in the next one, man. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Peace.